So for this problem, the resultant R, this is equal to 305.29 Newton, and its direction theta you can find out. So theta is equal to tan inverse summation Fy upon summation Fx. Okay, and this is equal to 31.6. Okay, so next part is we have to locate the resultant with respect to point A. That means from point A we have to find out the distance of resultant. Okay, so I will draw the resultant diagram. So somewhere here we have the point A. So this is 200 millimeter. So I will consider in meter only. This is 0.2 meter. This is 0.2 meter. Okay. Then this is 0.2. This is 0.3 meter. And this is 0.3 meter. Okay. So resultant, we know the direction. So resultant is like this. It is in the fourth quadrant. And this is the angle theta. Okay. So we will draw the resultant like this. So right now we don't know whether the resultant is on the left side of the point A or it is on the right side. Okay. So just I will assume it on the left side. Even you can assume it on the right side. So from point A, draw the perpendicular. Okay. So this is your perpendicular distance D. And this is the angle of resultant theta. Okay. Now next is we should use the Varignan's theorem. So from the Varignan's theorem, which is a summation of moment by all the forces about the point A is equal to moment by the resultant about the same point A. So for the Varignan's theorem, we should refer the original diagram, that is a system of forces, to find out the left hand side. Okay. So for that, so just observe the original diagram. So at this point, we have two components. Okay. So this component, this is 200 sine 36.86 and this is 200 cos 36.86. Okay. Then at this point, we have one force, which is a 40 Newton. So this is system of forces. No need to draw it again. Okay. Then this is 80 and this is 100. Okay. And this is the moment point, which is the point A. Now this is 0.2. This is 0.2. This is 0.2. This is 0.3. And this is 0.3. Okay. So to find out the left hand side, summation of moment by all the forces about the point A, we should refer this diagram. Okay. So we will start from the X component. This 200 cos 36.86. This component is exactly passing, sorry, for 200 cos 36.86, this is the perpendicular distance. Okay. So if you extend the line of action, then you can draw the perpendicular line on that line of action. So distance is 0.2 meter and force is 200 cos 36.86 into 0.2 meter. Now this moment, this is anti-clockwise about the point A. So it is positive. The next component is 200 sine 36.86. So 200 sine 36.86 into, now what is the perpendicular distance? So from point A, you can draw the perpendicular on the line of action or directly on this component. So this is the perpendicular distance. Okay. So this total distance is nothing but this distance. So it is 0.3 plus 0.3. It is 0.6 meter. Okay. And the moment will be anti-clockwise like this. Okay. About the point A. So it is positive. Next is 40 Newton. So 40 into, okay. So 40, just extend the line of action. And from this point, draw the perpendicular. So this is the perpendicular distance. Okay. So this distance is nothing but 0.2 meter. Force is 40. So 40 into 0.2. And again, this moment, it is anti-clockwise. Okay. So it is positive. Next is 100 Newton. So this is 100 Newton. This is the line of action. And this is the perpendicular line. Okay. So this is perpendicular distance for 100 Newton. So 100 into distance is 0.2 meter. And this moment will be clockwise by 100 Newton about the point A. It is a clockwise movement. So it is negative. Okay. And last 80 into, from 80, just extend the line of action. And this is the perpendicular line. Okay. So this distance, this is equal to 0.3 meter. So 80 into 0.3, and moment by 80, it is again anti-clockwise. Okay. So this is the direction. So this is positive. So this is summation of moment by all the forces about the point A. So just calculate this value. So the summation of moment about the point A, this is equal to 115.98. This is a Newton meter. So this is the left hand side, and right hand side is nothing but moment by resultant about the A. So this is the resultant, and this is perpendicular distance. So R into D, and this moment, it will be anti-clockwise. Okay, by the resultant about the point A. So it is positive. So from this, you will get the distance D. This is 115 upon 305. R is a 305. So this answer is, so this is 0.38. This is meter. Okay, or this is 380 millimeter. So this is perpendicular distance. Okay. So if you want to find out the horizontal distance, then, so as the answer is positive, that means our assumed direction is correct. Resultant is on the left side. So if you want to find out this distance, so you can assume this as a x. Okay, you know this angle. So this is the same angle theta. Okay, so in this triangle, suppose this is A, this is M, and this is N. So in the triangle AMN, distance AN is known, theta is known, so unknown is x. Okay, so if you use sine theta, which is equal to distance AN upon the distance x, that is the hypotenuse. Okay, so x is equal to N means distance D, which is a 380 upon sine theta is 36.86. Okay, so you will get the answer. So this is 633.47. Okay, just we made the mistake in the calculation. There is one additional couple in the system, which is a 40 Newton meter. Okay, so I think we should add this couple as this is a clockwise. So just subtract that couple directly. So this is minus 40. So from this, we need to subtract. So 115 minus 40. So this is 75 Newton meter. Okay. So here answer is 75 upon 305. So this is 245.9. So exact answer is 249.11. Okay. So this is actually 75.987. So this is 75.987. Okay, so this is the perpendicular distance, and just change this distance. Take this to 49.11. Okay. So just correct this by considering this additional moment in the system. Okay, so now we will discuss some problem from your assignment number 1. Okay, so this is the first problem. So this problem, it is on the moment equation. Okay, so there is no calculation for resultant. So just refer the problem. So actually this is not rocket arm, it is a rocker arm. So in the rocker arm shown in the figure, moment of force F about the point O balances that P, which is 250 Newton, then find the F value. Okay, so I will draw this figure here. So at this point, we have the force, which is F. Okay, its angle is given as a 2-1. So this is given as a 2 and this is 1. Okay, so from this you can find out this angle, that is angle with respect to y-axis. Okay, so just tell me the answer. 2-1. So this angle, you can assume this as alpha. So alpha is equal to tan inverse 2 upon 1. So this is 63.43. Okay, so angle of force F with respect to y-axis. So this angle is given, okay, which is 63. Okay, next distance is given with respect to pivot point. So this is the pivot point. So meaning of pivot point is this complete arm, it can rotate about this point. So this is the point O. So from this point, this distance, it is given as a 6 centimeter. Okay. Next, at this point there is one force which is a P force like this. Okay. Now P force is not perpendicular to this line, or it is not along X and Y axis. Okay. So what is given here? This is one line and this is the perpendicular line. Okay. Now for this line, its inclination is given with this angle. So this is 4, sorry, this is 3 and this is 4. Okay. So from this you can find out this angle. So this line, it represents the x-axis, okay, or the horizontal. So with respect to horizontal, you can find out this angle. So just assume this as a beta. So this is equal to tan inverse 3/4. So this is 36.86. Okay. So this angle is known, which is a beta. Now next, angle for force P is given with respect to horizontal. Just observe here. This is your horizontal. Okay. So if you construct this complete triangle, then this side is 4 and this is 3. So this is 4 and this is 3. So you can find out this angle. Okay. So this angle is suppose gamma. So gamma is equal to tan inverse 3/4. This is equal to again 36.86. Okay. So just I will write that angle here. This is 36.86. This is 36.86. Okay. So what is the need of this two angle? You can resolve this force P along this axis and perpendicular axis. Okay. So what is the need to resolve the force P along this direction and along this direction? You can find out moment about the point O. Okay. So just try to resolve the forces. So draw one component of force P along this direction. Okay. And second component along this direction. So I will draw it here. This is the net force P. Okay. For time being, assume this is the x-axis. And this is the y-axis. So we want to resolve this force in this direction and in this direction. Okay. So this total angle, this is 36 plus 36. So it is 73.73. Okay. So this component is the adjacent component to this angle. So this is equal to force is P cos 73.73. And this is the opposite component. So it is P sin 73.73. So similarly, you can write it here. This is P cos 73.73. And this component is P sin 73.73. Okay. Similarly, resolve the force F. So force F, this is the X component and this is the Y component. Okay. This angle is known, which is alpha, and it is 63.43. So this component will be cos component. So it is F cos 63.43 and this is F sin 63.43. Okay. Okay. So next part is the moment by F, it balances the moment by P, which is a 250 Newton. So we know the value of P. This is 250 Newton. Okay. So this component is 250 cos 73.73. And this component, this is 250 sin 73.73. Okay. Now take the moment by the force F about the point O. So moment by the force F about the point O. So this is equal to. So when we take the moment by F, we should take the moment by each component. So consider the X component. So component is F sine 63. So this is F sine 63.43 into. So what is the perpendicular distance with respect to point O? 6 centimeter is directly the perpendicular distance. So this is 6. Okay. Now this moment, it is anti-clockwise. Okay. So you can observe this sense of rotation. So this is the anti-clockwise moment. So it is positive. Next is F cos 63.43. Okay. So F cos 63.43. This is the force. But what is the perpendicular distance for this component, which is F cos 63.43? So distance is 0, because this line of action, it will pass through this moment point. Okay. So when any force is passing through the moment point, then perpendicular distance is 0. So you can consider this case. This is the O point and this is the force. Okay. So its line of action will pass through the point O. So there is no perpendicular distance. So perpendicular distance is 0 and therefore this complete moment is 0. Okay. So this is the moment by force F about the O. So you can write this value. So 6 into sine 63.43. So this is 5.36 into F. Okay. Now write moment by the P force about the point O. So now consider two component of P force. First is P cos 73. Okay. So P cos 73, it will pass directly through the point O. So moment is 0. Or you can write this moment as P cos 73.73 into perpendicular distance is 0. And that's why moment is 0. Second is P sine 73, which is a 250 sine 73.73. This is the force into. What is the perpendicular distance? So this component is exactly perpendicular to this arm. Okay. So this total distance is the perpendicular distance and it is given in the problem as a 5 centimeter. So this is 5. Okay. And this moment, it is the clockwise moment. So this is negative. Okay. So what is given?